Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Comics 101. I'm Adam over here, and welcome to one of my recent reads, being Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow. This is a story written by Alan Moore. There's actually 3 stories included. There's The Man of Tomorrow, there's a Superman and Swamp Thing story, and there's Superman Annual number 11, titled For the Man That Has Everything. Let's get into it. So, pretty standard story. It's pretty much kind of a last take on the Silver Age of Superman. So this was kind of written, I'm not going to say right before Crisis on Infinite Earth, but around the same time. It was kind of an idea of what would Superman's last story of that golden age, of that pretty much seeing him run through Action Comics. A lot of people wondered what would happen? What would happen to Jimmy Olsen or Superman, or would him and Lois Lane ever get married? So Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow is kind of like a what if, or kind of almost like the definitive ending for the Golden Age or the Silver Age Superman. It's a pretty good story. It's written by Alan Moore, but I think what's more interesting is Superman Annual 11, titled For the Man Who Has Everything. This is a story where pretty much Superman basically gets attached to some parasitic entity, and it basically feeds him whatever his heart desires, and he ends up being in this another reality where Krypton doesn't explode and he actually is a family man. And it's kind of like another scenario. I won't say much because, like I said, I want you guys to kind of figure it out for yourself. But yeah, a lot of good action, a lot of superheroes appear in it. It was a pretty enjoyable read, I will say. Other than that, you can get this on Amazon. I got it for around $25. This is the deluxe edition after all, but I would recommend buying it because you get a little hardcover case. Here, if you want to see the slip case, let's check it out. Nice little cover when they have Superman, nice little yellow, kind of a cream color. I really like when they put designs on these. I'm not a big fan of when they just do the black label or stuff, or just kind of the black background. But overall, like I said, Superman Man of Tomorrow, a pretty interesting read. So like I said, if you're really interested in kind of going back to Superman, if you want to see some kind of stories from the Silver Golden Age kind of era, it's a really interesting take of this is technically pre-Crisis. So this was kind of Superman's last story before, post-Crisis, before most of us know him, before he did Man of Steel. So yeah, I would definitely say it's worth checking out if you're a Superman fan. I mean, it's a nice short story, around 123 pages or 127. And yeah, I mean, I would 100% recommend it if you're a Superman fan, or if you just kind of want to dig deep and kind of see what's some Superman's history. But other than that, that is the Man of Tomorrow Deluxe Edition. Like I said, you can purchase this on Amazon. I believe it is on Organic Price Books, but I do believe you have to pre-order it. But I would probably say Amazon because you could get it for cheap. Anyway, this is Adam, and stay tuned.